guys, I'm back, and part two of, I guess, maybe like the first segment of Dear Roger That. I don't really know. My idea was a little 3-part opener. I didn't want to dump like 15 minutes on you guys of me blah, 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 because I have a tendency to do that. But I was thinking, the first one, that hopefully you watched before this one, just kind of like a general overview. This is what happened, yada, yada, yada. It's a lot of kind of me just, my thoughts coming out, so. Hopefully, we'll see where it goes. So what I wanted to do in this one was, I wanted to read y'all some of the text messages that I've gotten. Some that I got in the first few minutes, first few hours. And I'll do this on every episode. That's really what the center of it will be. And then, hopefully people will continue to text and it'll be fun, you text, you tune in, you see me reading it and responding. And at some point, hopefully, we can even do a live broadcast and maybe do it live. I'm very much dilettante at this thing that I'm trying to pull off. And, I have some friends helping, smart friends, people way smarter than me. But I'm doing the best that I can, and I think what makes it interesting is these things that people have shared with me via text, feeling like they can open up. I'm a stranger that has shown compassion to another stranger, and I think people like that, So anyway, all right. So one of the first ones that I got was from Nigeria, and I'm going to cover up his number here as best I can, and there's got to be a better way to do this, and I'll find it. Boom, there we go. And it says, all of Twitter loves you, from Nigeria. Now that was one of the first ones that I got, and I'm like, really? All of Twitter loves me? Okay, cool. Somebody told me today, dude, you own Twitter. I'm like, really? Because I don't own Twitter. Trust me. I mean, yeah. And then lots like this, just one after another. I love you, man. Stay blessed. And I said, right back at you. This is one of the first ones that I got, and it was actually featured in one of the articles. But this is a picture of a gorgeous doggo pup, Pastrami, and apparently Pastrami browses Twitter from time to time, and Pastrami saw me on Twitter, and Pastrami wanted me to know that he thinks that I'm a really good dude. And I'm gonna see if I can do this without showing this person's number. That is just not going well, but we'll figure it out. And there is Pastrami. Sitting pretty with his ball. And I said, thanks, Pastrami. I love doggos. They're my favorite. And that's true. In fact, I like dogs more than I probably like people, and I know that I'm not the only person that feels that way. Because, my dog, Lola, I left her out in the rain one time, overnight. And when I opened the door the next morning, she was drenched. But she was so happy to see me. I mean, for obvious reasons, but also because, I'm her master. She lives for her people. And that's what makes dogs cool, and people not so much. Because when people live for people, it's usually weird and scary. Like they park outside your house at night, they call you and they breathe really into the phone. All right, let's see what else we got. Pastrami. Okay, here's a cool one. These guys, they sent me this picture. Okay. Saying hi, looking, the one dude in the background is like, why are we doing this? And they're wearing a shirt that I believe it says Kinky Disco, maybe. Anyway, there's guitars hanging on the wall in the background, and TV's on. I think there's a beer on the counter. These guys are chilling. So I sent them a picture of me from a recent performance, because I sing in a punk band here, and this is from one of our shows. And so I'm like, hey, these guys are into rock and roll. So here you see I'm a rock and roller. So they wrote back something, I have no idea what that is. I sent them a link to Soda City Riot, our website, www.sodacityrriot.com, for our music, which, by the way, if you're watching this and you're not into punk rock, you're not into angry, aggressive, funny in ways that are not funny to everyone, if you're easily offended, if you're a child or an elderly person, man, I don't even know, but be very, very careful. But if you like rowdy punk rock that just says what it wants to, www.sodacityrriot.com. So I sent that to him, and he said, my kind of music, my dude. And I said, haha, saw the guitar and thought it was relevant. He said, have you ever listened to Mindless Self-Indulgence? And I said, heck yeah, I did. And I sent him a link to I used to make hip hop too, with a fellow named Miles Franco. Sent him a link to that. It's on SoundCloud, and I'll include those links at some point as well. Hey, my sister wants to know, she's asking about the YouTube channel, so I'll call her afterwards. I love those guys. We talked about music. So. Okay, that's just more of that one. Yada, yada, yada. Well, he did say at the end, you're actually a really cool person, to be honest. I wasn't expecting much, no offense. And I'm like, none taken, What can you expect with something like that? So this one is really cool. More dog pictures. I love the dog pictures. It's just the coolest thing in the world. You can't really see this little cutie. So, I got several of those, and they said, I heard doggos were your favorite. Here's mine. I said, look at that sweet doggo. Give her a belly rub for me. And they said, I will. Here's a good one. Some of these are going to be a little dull, but there's some cool ones though. Like, here we go. My girl and her friend, who also graduated. I gotta figure out a better way to do this. Somebody teach me what I'm doing here. So she's sitting in their graduation photos, and I said, remember ladies, you're the most beautiful on the inside. Don't let anyone, especially a man, ever fade you. Congrats, go get 'em. And they said, thank you, haha. So it's really a trip, that people send these, and they're just so, to be able to give somebody joy, to make them laugh, to make them feel good about, in this kind of situation, it's just, it's neat. So this is one, that I wanted to save for last because this one was one of the first that I got that really touched me. And I want to share it with you guys because I've had several that were just like, wow. People just really getting vulnerable, man. And it made me feel better. And I'll share what's going on with me soon, but it got my mind off of, my stuff. Steady getting text. And it seems to have made them feel better as well, so I think that's so cool. I think this is a cool thing that I can build for us, and we're going to do that, you and me. So this is, what did he say? He never said his name. I never called his dude. I might have at the end of the text, but all right, let's see if I can get it without showing the phone number. Okay. It's a fella in his graduation clothes. I got a ton of those types of photos. And I said, my man is cheesing like he just won the Olympics. Go get the gold, my friend. Manifest your best future now. And he said, laugh my ass off, thank you, sir. Some crying emojis, 100 emojis. And I said, my pleasure. Where I come from, we're all just trying to make it. Respect to anyone that works hard and makes things happen. Boom, boom. And he said, most definitely. I'm working on my MBA right now. First generation immigrant, just trying to do our part, make the world a better place. To make the world a better place. Right then I was like, okay, this is special. And I said, man, that is outstanding. I want you to know something. All that ugly stuff we see, the hate and negativity the media feeds us, is not the real world. There are more of us than there are of them. I'm a 39-year-old white dude, surprise, from the South, and I got love for all people, no matter where you come from or what you look like. Your race, color, creed, sexual preference, or orientation, or lack of, does not matter to me. I said, don't ever give up your dream. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't have it. Failures are opportunities to learn, to get stronger, and the victory is that much sweeter. He said, I love it. Thanks for the encouragement, and best believe I won't give up. We're going to keep grinding and keep at it. Yes, sir. Crazy to think, but I sometimes rejoice when it comes to failures. Opportunities for me to learn from, like you said, hashtag entrepreneur dreams. Thank you, brother. And I said, man, the pleasure is all mine. We don't get many opportunities to connect and build with strangers in a positive way. This is what it's all about. He said, I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy this conversation. May God help you reach your goals and win all the battles you're facing right, and make you stronger to overcome all the trials and tribulations in this world. I wish you the best, honestly, 100. And I said, likewise, my friend, all the best to you as well. And here's a cute one just for the road. They're steady coming in. I'll read the one that just came in. Make sure it's nothing crazy. See, hey, I saw your text on Twitter. I just wanted to say it has inspired me. I needed it today. I am 27 with kidney failure and I am in the hospital today. Thank you. See y'all, I feel like, I'm getting these and I'm gonna keep getting them, and it just doesn't feel right to just sit on them. I wanna share them with you guys, and I want us all to talk about how we can encourage each other and be there for each other and listen to each other more. I feel like I have an opportunity to do that right now, and I'm gonna do it. So anything you guys can do to help, anything you can offer, suggestions to make this better, holla at your boy.